Tonight, the death of Star Wars. What's up, guys? It's your boy Nick, aka Old Laddie, back to talk about, well, today, I guess the death of Star Wars. You might be like, what are you talking about? Star Wars is still around. Well, apparently, I got on here today and looked around the interwebs and realized that there's a big rumor that um, their tonight's show of the Acolyte is going to be the death. uh, I'm under my mic. The death of Star Wars. So I went around and tried to look and see what everyone was talking about. I watched some YouTube videos and just really try to figure out what everyone was just going so crazy about. And I watched a couple videos, and apparently the tonight show is going to be the most divisive Star Wars ever. And I will say that Star Wars is in a rough place. It's been in a rough place for, well, probably since the prequels off and on. Uh, I mean, you could probably say that people's hated the prequels when they came out, loved them. Maybe uh, later on, once they started to realize that they weren't as bad as they initially thought, they may feel that way again about the sequels. I highly doubt that. Maybe parts of the sequels might be okayed, but overall, they won't probably be loved like the prequels. But um, I think that, especially since Disney took over, I think that Star Wars has been in a really rough place. I think uh, I don't think that there would be ever a death of Star Wars, probably, but I can see it becoming a less. Well, it probably already is. Uh, Main stay. Um, you got to run and get that ticket the first weekend it comes out, type of situation. I don't think that a streaming show will be that. I think that you would really have to have that happen in a movie. I think, in my opinion, uh, you might be wondering what I'm talking about for the ones of you maybe checking this out and be like, "What are you talking about? What rumors is out there?" Well, if you've checked out the Acolyte so far, I did a couple reviews about it. I think the show is okay uh, overall. It's a little boring in spots. Uh, some of the fight scenes are pretty good. Um, I like the hand to hand combat, but not so much the. I thought some of the limited lightsaber usage, not even really lightsaber duels, lightsaber usage is kind of weird. But the hand to hand combat's been pretty good. The dialogue's been a little here and there, but that's just me being critiquey if I have to be it. But otherwise, I think it's okay. It's just a little boring in spots. But I mean, otherwise, I think it's an okay show. But I think that the rumor that's out there that you guys may be wondering about is that Osha and May, which are the two main characters played by um, I can't remember the girl's name. The main character, um, I have to look it up, and that she is gonna, or they are gonna be born from the witches that are gonna be some witch covenant from two mothers. I guess one is going to make the two twins from the force, and the other mother is going to carry the girls or something like that, and that's how they're going to be made, and that may even be how babies are made in this force witch cult thing. I don't know. They seem to be like a different coven of witches, different than like the Night Sisters or the Light Sisters, which I think was kind of hinted at different times in the Ahsoka series. Um, so these are some other kind of witches, and supposedly the big thing is that it's going to be that like the only person who was ever supposed to be made by the Force was supposed to be uh, Anakin. But I think that, and I don't want to sit here and say that I know for a matter of fact because I've never read every book and I've never read every comic, and there may be somebody out there who has. But I think that that was just Darth Plagueis, and that was him trying to manipulate the Metachlorians, and it made Anakin. I don't think that that means that he was the only one to have done that. Like, but I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I mean, that could have been how that was supposed to have been interpreted, but you know, I can see how people can be like, "What the heck?" Like, because that'd be kind of like, I think people, needless to say, take it as like a kind of religious undertone to it. Like they kind of think of it, even though Anakin did a lot of bad stuff. I think they kind of think of it as he's the chosen one, and so he's supposed to be the only one. So like he's kind of like a, even though he did horrible stuff, I wouldn't say he's like Jesus, but like he's supposed to be the only one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to. There's not supposed to be any other ones. But I don't think that that's ever been said to exist. I mean, uh, I would think that if there is a prophecy of one who brings balance to the force by the Sith, if it's ever out of balance, there would have to be a that would ever, you know, I'm trying to think, like during the Knights of the Old Republic or whatever, like that time period, wasn't there a time that those Jedi's were out of balance? Like the Jedi's had it like out of balance, like to the Sith's perspective, like weren't they like the Jedi's had control? So wouldn't the Sith see it as out of um I don't know. Either or. It just seems like that could be that prophecy could be like done over and over and over and over again. But who knows? Uh, I really want to. What do you guys think about it? Like I don't know. Like, do you guys think that like the this is gonna remake Star Wars because like they get on there and there's uh, a similar type of uh, birthing process to how Anakin was made or how Anakin was formed or however like the way these twins might be formed to Anakin because like the story doesn't make the same as wouldn't be the same as Anakin. So just the conception might be the same, but like I don't really see that that would be. I don't really see it that it would be a big deal unless like they say that you know because this happens, uh, it don't really matter, you know, it doesn't really matter about the prophecy of you know, the prophecy is really just a fake thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the prophecy is kind of perspective anyway. You know what I'm saying? In the long short of it, it's kind of like it's not really a because the prophecy was set there by the Sith to bring balance to the Force by the Sith when the Jedi were in control. Well, you know, Anakin helped the Sith to come back into control, and he also helped the Jedi to come back into control. So I mean, like he did both. I mean, he brought balance in both sides. So I mean, really, did he fulfill any part of that? I mean, I don't know. Like, it just seems kind of he did both. Like, I'm gonna watch the show in just a few hours. You guys tell me what you think about the show so far. Let me know what your expectations are of this third episode. If you knew about the rumors, if you didn't know about the rumors, what you want to out of the rest of the show. Um, are you hoping for it to become more about the Sith? Like I actually thought it was going to be more about than like a murder mystery or whatever this is becoming. Um, hit me up and give me a like if you would. Thanks and peace.